What is up, everyone? Welcome to this unbelievably cool, new, exciting set, which I don't get to keep, but that's okay. In fact, we don't even have internet here, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload this, but there's news, and there's very exciting news that I want to talk to you guys about. And at the end of the video, I have more news in regards to the channel and future videos, really large projects, so stay tuned for that in case you're interested. However, for now, Patent Digger over on our Discord, the person who last sent over some really cool patents for us to check out from Facebook, has sent over more patents for us to take a look at. And these are very, very interesting because they're head strap patents that could lead us to a little bit of design language for the Oculus Quest 3. Now, we already know that the Oculus Quest 3 is not coming anytime soon. Well, not this year anyway. It seems to be going towards the next year. However, we also know that Facebook is working on an Oculus Quest 3, has the designs roughly, and they're constantly working on it in the background. So these patents could lead us to something. As Patent Digger said on the Discord, these patents are for the Quest 1 and Quest 2, but there's also a headset here that we don't know anything about, and I'm sure they'll be releasing a video about it, and once they do, I'll have it pinned in the comments down below. However, for now, we are going to take a look at this, because there's some very, very interesting patents here, and of course, you can check these out yourself. These are available to the public. They were publicated on the 8th of the 6th, so not that long ago. However, they were applicated on the 7th of the 5th of 2018. So it kind of depends on whether you want to think of this as the Quest 3 head strap or not. And we know Facebook are working on a lot of different things in the background for the Quest 3, variable lenses and things like that that could potentially make it into the Quest 3 from other scrapped projects, which could be quite interesting. However, for now, this is what we are going to be taking a look at. So from the pictures on the patents, we can see that the head strap, it's quite thin. It looks like nothing we've seen before. Usually on a head strap, you'd kind of have like a top end up here to hold the headset up, and I mean that's kind of the most comfortable way to do it because you can lean some pressure up top. This headset in here, in these patents, this headset in general seems to be very thin, and because it's very thin, it might not need that head strap at the top. However, this could also be one of Facebook's scrapped projects, so we can't rule that out. This might not necessarily be the Quest 3. Again, these are patents. They might not ever become anything, but they are worth to take a look at to see whether this might just be the Quest 3 and whether we have anything to look forward to. This over here, the next image, kind of looks like the CV1, to be honest with you guys. And then here we've got what seems to be the Quest and the Quest 2. So again, these are head straps that seem to be coming from the Quest 1 and Quest 2, and we've got the IPD slider there, so that would make sense. But then we've got a completely different style of head strap that doesn't really fit anything we currently have. And again, here comes the super thin headset. Now, currently with the technologies that we have, creating super thin headsets is really only possible by putting the electronics in the back of the head strap. By putting everything in the front, you're making the headset top heavy and you require, well, something to counterbalance it. What HTC Vive did in their Vive Focus 3 is they put most of the electronics in the back and only kind of put the operational things like cameras and displays in the front, allowing them for a nice counterbalance and a replaceable battery, which is really cool. Moving on. That is exactly what I'd like to see Oculus do. I would like to see them create a headset with not only a built-in counterbalance, but make it lighter on the face. And currently looking at this, again, could be a scrap project, but could be something to look forward to. Again, this could be something that we will see next year, and it will be a much lighter, slimmer, thinner headset that maybe doesn't require that top strap. Definitely could be quite interesting. Seeing it is probably a standalone, judging by these patents, it is probably a standalone. Facebook did move away from its other headsets, as we will see in just a minute. The Rift S was scrapped and it's no longer being sold. It had a nice run, but it was time for it to go. And I know, I bought it. There was a lot of issues. But that's that for the patents. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are these patents in relation to the Quest 3, or are they from one of Facebook's scrapped projects in the past? And are you guys looking forward to it? Again, what kind of specs would you like to see in Facebook's new headset? Again, for a few of our larger projects, we've been visiting VR arcades, and we've seen a lot of different things there. We've talked to people. Again, larger project spoilers, but very exciting things. So, going back to the topic of the Oculus Rift S, that's gone now. It's been survived by the Oculus Quest 2. It's officially official. The Oculus Rift is no longer available, says the Oculus website. After signaling the Rift retirement last year, Oculus has now ended sales for the headset on their website. New Oculus users will now be looking at the cheaper, more versatile Oculus Quest 2 headset. Back in the day, I bought the Oculus Rift S. I thought it was going to be a better headset than the Quest when the Quest originally came out, and unfortunately, that was not the case. Not only did the Rift S come with a bunch of issues that I just could not solve. People were saying it's driver issues, people were saying it's USB problems. I just could not solve them. But I bought it because I thought it was going to be more powerful than the Quest. And then Facebook introduced Oculus Link. The second Oculus introduced the Oculus Link. During Oculus Connect, I went and I bought the original Oculus Quest. And I do not regret that decision whatsoever. While I don't like the Facebook requirement, it was going to happen sooner or later. Even though they said it wouldn't, I kind of expected it, and so did a bunch of other people. Yes, we're not happy about it, but again, we expected it. Now with the Oculus Quest 2, all of my friends can have one, I can have one, and we can travel with one. We are currently traveling all around Poland, and in every apartment we go to, and again, don't want to give any major spoilers, but we have a few larger projects that really show the versatility of standalone headsets. The people that are kept up to date on the channel will know exactly what I'm talking about, but currently here right now, I have a headset, Eddie has a headset, Axe has a headset, and we can all play at the same time while traveling with this. It doesn't take up too much space and doesn't require a powerful computer to pull it. So it kind of makes sense that Oculus would eventually discontinue the Rift lineup as much as we like it and go with the Quest. Especially since the CV1, well, it had a little bit of a boost. It had the sensors that you could hang on your walls and have really good controller tracking even behind your body, where the cameras can't see it, while the Rift S really didn't have that much over the Quest 2. Maybe original comfort and sometimes better visual clarity when it worked. But that's about it, and the Quest 2 is superior in every way. So unfortunately, and as sad as it is, it made sense. Okay, here is an interesting one. Lynx R1, XR2, AR, and VR hybrid will ship in 2022 for a few $100s. Now, why is this interesting? Well, a few $100s could mean literally anything, but usually when you say a few and not 100, it doesn't matter. It's a few $100s. How many dollars could it be? We don't actually know. But usually a few means it won't be too much, and that means we could finally have a competitor to the Oculus Quest 2 and other standalone headsets that are completely outpriced. This headset, however, I'm not a big fan of the looks. And while I was already pretty outraged at the fact that the Quest 2 is white and as nice as it looks, gets dirty very easily, this thing kind of looks like the thing I would put on at my optician's office to check my eyes. As impressive as it is, watching the videos of their AR and how well it works, well, I don't know about the looks. The Lynx R1 was initially announced in February of 2020 as a $1,500 product focused on businesses and professionals. It has the same Snapdragon XR2 processor found in the Oculus Quest 2 and HTC Vive's Focus 3. But whereas those headsets can only show a low-resolution black and white view of the real world, the Lynx R1 has two dedicated high-resolution color cameras for pass-through AR. This week, CEO Stan Larach announced a radical shift in his company's approach. The previous lenses needed expensive eye tracking sensors to account for a relatively small eye box, but a new lens design has a much wider eye box. Since eye tracking is no longer needed for the lenses, the Lynx R1 is ditching the feature. Larach says it enables the price just a few $100s. Now again, a few usually means, well, it's under 1K anyway, which means it's already cheaper than the Vive Focus 3. The resolution, okay? This gets interesting. The other specifications, including a dual 1600 by 1600 LCD panel running at 90 Hz with independent lens separation adjustment, remain unchanged. So that's going to be the same as the R1. And while that resolution might not tickle your fancy, 90 Hz is actually pretty decent, and while 120 Hz on the Quest 2 seems to remain unbeaten, let's remember that this thing is an AR and a VR headset. Now, whether you want to walk around with this thing out on the street is a whole different situation. Now, here's a quote. On the privacy side of things, on the open ecosystem, I don't see a lot of good things happening. I don't want to live in a future where VR is Facebook reality. Now, that is Laroc's quote, and a lot of people are going to directly agree with. That kind of makes me think that this headset will be much more open source and allow for a lot more things. The new design also adds 2 IR cameras in the front of the headset for ultra-leap hand tracking. Now, if you guys don't know what ultra-leap hand tracking is, really damn accurate hand tracking for your headsets. They have this device called the Leap Motion, which I actually have. You used to be able to stick it on the front of your CV1, your Rift S. In fact, you still can, but it requires a wire, which is annoying, and use hand tracking with it. It's a really cool concept, and that's actually the first time I tried hand tracking. Like the Oculus Quest, the Lynx R1 runs a modified version of Android and will have a boundary safety system similar to Facebook's Guardian. Lynx also has its own SDK, but plans to support OpenXR content just like the Quest. At launch, the Lynx R1 will support SteamVR via Type-C cable to a gaming PC, so you will get SteamVR support on this 100% using something like a link cable. A future update will add wireless SteamVR streaming as well, pretty standard for standalone headsets nowadays. But in case you guys want to read a lot more into this, there's a lovely article here from Upload VR. But pretty damn exciting. I can't wait to see this. Sure, it's a little whiles away, but really it's only 1 year away. I keep forgetting we now are in 2021 and not 2020. So 2022 is really not that far away. And with the Quest 3, and now this headset coming out sometime in 2022, along with the PSVR 5 VR, yeah, things are looking exciting. And 2022 might just be their year for VR to expand. Now, let's hop into some news about games, because games are a very exciting part of VR, especially now with them growing. And while we don't have any Half-Life Alyx style games, we do have a lot of games coming out that I find quite exciting. For example, Fruit Ninja 2. And you might be like, why on earth would you find Fruit Ninja 2 VR exciting? Like, why? But the thing is, this game is a classic, and I still remember playing this thing on my phone back in the day, and any game that's a classic is quite exciting to me. I'm like that person who collects old gaming consoles or old kind of game cartridges just to put them on display, and seeing a game get a refresh like this, well, puts a smile on my face. However, talking about new games for you guys, we have a Township Tale videos now, kind of graphics comparisons. Things are coming out. As we said in the last video, a Township Tale being quite exciting. It being another MMO game for your Oculus Quest, especially now with it being Quest standalone, it's going to be quite nice, especially since, as I said, Quest first still to, you can take it anywhere and stuff like that. But this is quite interesting. So on Road to VR, we have a graphical comparison. I'm going to have my own videos on a Township Tale for you guys. All I can say is it looks really nice. The Red Dead Redemption 2 DLSS support could help VR mod support. Of course, the VR mod for Red Dead Redemption 2 did come out a little while back, and now with Red Dead Redemption 2 getting a DLSS support update, well, that could help us VR gamers out. For any of you there, that's just a piece of news for you. I'm kind of speedrunning them at this point. Also, VR announces a $27 million Series B funding for a surgical training platform. You guys know, I love seeing VR being used for practical resources, for whether it's online learning, whether it is surgery, whether it is training people for a certain topic, for something that you can't necessarily do at home, and you'd want to train as many people as possible, and you want that versatility. Well, VR is here to help, and seeing it connecting people, teaching people, and now companies starting to use it more and more for these practical reasons, like right here also VR. It's very exciting to see. The fact that this could help save lives in situations like this, the fact that this thing could help more people get educated in the way that they would like to get educated, the fact that maybe you won't have to go to college in the future, even though go to college, do your thing, to get acquainted with people, get friends, do that. But the fact that maybe if you don't have the option to do that, like, I would so much prefer this to online learning. Online learning, it was a horrible mess for me, and this would just hopefully make it that much more personal. If you could see the other person right in front of you, if you can, operate on a person instead of ticking a box on a piece of paper, how much more realistic does that make it? And I don't mean surgeon simulator level, I mean actually proper training level. It's very exciting. to see more and more platforms coming out like this for training. And I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. I'm sure a lot of you guys have things like, I need to bring down my voice, it's past 10 p.m. That's like quite an hour in this country, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have moments like this, have played games like this, or have maybe even trained in VR. I know a lot of you guys have HoloLenses for work. You've been sending me pictures just to make me jealous. Thanks. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. Which kind of practical applications are you guys looking forward to seeing VR in? And there's just so much more to it than gaming. And finally, this one is very exciting. Oculus plans to enable DLC and in-app purchases on App Lab by the end of this year. So currently, App Lab, well, it's actually kind of hidden away, which is a shame. App Lab games don't show up on the official Oculus store. However, they do give option to developers who don't really want to pass the whole verification on the Oculus store to give their games to Quest users. It's a very good way of getting Quest users the games that they want to use if the developer doesn't, again, want to go through all of that. However, currently, right now, you can't enable DLCs and in-app purchases on App Lab games, which is very unfortunate because it would help out developers a lot and allow them to kind of maybe add things to the game that they wouldn't normally be able to add because of funding reasons. Well, Oculus plans to finally enable that by the end of this year. Also, what I've noticed is you can't gift App Lab games, which is a shame because I wanted to do that and you can't, and it's annoying. Please fix that. So that is very, very exciting to see. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night. Let me know what you guys think about the set. I think it is absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see what this looks like on video. Yes, we did set it up like this. It didn't come with the RGB bulbs, but it looks pretty damn cool on the preview that I see there, and it looks professional. I want to buy it. Let's buy it. But either way, that is going to be it for today. I hope to get more videos done on this set very, very soon. Very large projects coming up. Seriously, I cannot wait to show it to you guys, but they're gonna take a while, and I want to get this done right. I want these videos to be done right. It's the first time I'm doing something this big, and I want it to be done correctly. So stick with me. Internet connection is still very iffy, so we're not having daily videos. And also, I'm taking a little bit of a break. Going to Poland and traveling and not having internet for those few days made me realize how much I needed a change of scenery, how much I really needed some form of a little break. A change of scenery, a change of routine, and it's been amazing. And thank you all so much for sticking with me, sticking with the channel, and I hope that when I go back, you're all still here. Again, thank you all so much for joining me. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300% and merch that doesn't put a huge ad on body. Just a disclaimer, this isn't the merch, this isn't the mug. I couldn't bring it. If you guys would like to join our community, we have a Discord down below. We also have a Reddit down below where I want to see you posting your spice memes. And if you guys want to notify content coming up on the channel, then expect to subscribe button if you were there, and see you in the next video. Peace.